Well, günaydın and good afternoon, dear colleagues, friends, and our honorable guests. Greetings from windy and sunny Baku. I am Elçin Mehmetov, Library Director of AD University. Today, nice to meet you in our new project. After being member of IFLA, we decided to start project like Afternoon IFLA Talks. So this project aims to share, support awareness about the IFLA in a regional and in global level, and then like emphasize the concept of IFLA like global voice of libraries. And we thought that a more important share and explore valuable experience of the librarians, global librarians, who build and develop IFLA now we see nowadays. And today we have one of these wonderful librarians, motivator, influencer, and a very strong supporter of library field, library studies. I just remember some couple years ago, I got a message, like in a brief interpretation, listen, Elçin, I think you can do more in a global way, not just me, of course, with my team as an AD library. And your team, your library has quite strong resources for that. Just come and join, and we will support you. And this message was really some important case for me, and it changed a lot for us. And in upcoming September, in Qatar National Library, by the way, greetings to Qatar National Library, their team. I'm excited to share, the floor with this great professional librarian and just personality. And he is a founding director, library director of MEF University, and of course, very related with IFLA, information coordinator for freedom of information access. Let's welcome Mr. Ertugrul Çimen. Ertugrul Bey, hoş gelmişsiniz. Welcome in our online webinar, in our project. We are very glad to see you here. And if you have something just for introduction, please, or let's go to our questions. I know that the people excited to know about you and your experience. Please, Ertugrul Bey.
Thank you, Elçin. First of all, I would like to thank you and your team for inviting me this important event, because it's very meaningful for me. This is my first international participation after I announced my candidacy for the president-elect role of IFLA. So this is I'm very grateful, and it's a great pleasure for me to being with you today. And especially I would like to thank you for your very warm welcome message. And also I would like to congratulate you for your new membership of IFLA. And of course, günaydın, everybody.
Günaydın. Thank you, Ertugrul Bey, welcoming our, team, our group here. As a following message and a following question, just would like to ask you a little bit about yourself, just to know you better. Actually, I'm also excited. Maybe some information not in your website. So please, something a little bit about yourself.
Actually, yes, all the information about me is available on my website, which name is ertugrulçimen.com. You can access all the detailed information about me. But if I try to summarize all the details about me. Yes, I'm Ertugrul Çimen. I have a bachelor's degree from Hacettepe University, Ankara, and majored in library science, of course. I have also completed finance and banking master's program at Social Science Institute at Kadir Has University, Istanbul, Turkey. My professional interests are academic library management, library consortia, library collaborations, resource sharing and document delivery, lifelong learning, staff exchange programs for librarians, etc. There are also, I'm focusing on managing academic libraries, of course. There are some other issues, personnel management, budgeting, collection development, etc. But especially I'm focusing on these areas. Also, I'm the editor of some professional academic journals, such as Information Discovery and Delivery, which is one of the well-known title for resource sharing librarians. Also, I have an active role in many NGOs and professional organizations at the national and international level. I chaired Anatolian University Libraries Consortium, which name is ANKOS. I think it's a common organization in Azerbaijan, 2 terms. You know, ANKOS is leading the electronic resource procurement, professional communication, and development activities between libraries in Turkey and in the region. Also, ANKOS is leading more than 100 higher education institutions in Turkey, and we are trying to, in ANKOS organization, the management board try to manage all financial abilities, equality between the institutions. And also I founded 2 important working group under the ANKOS structure. One of them is ANKOS personal exchange programs. Also, we invited many colleagues from our region, like Azerbaijan, Kosovo, and other countries. Also, I'm the founder member of ANKOS Academy, which provides online training for library professionals in Turkey. Also, I'm the former member of Turkish Libraries Association Board, which is one of the most librarianship organization in Turkey. That's all I can say about me as a summary.
Thank you, Ertugrul. Really great experience, and the very, special feature I would like to emphasize in your experience that you are always trying support, again, help to next generation librarians, personally from our case. So thank you very much. Good luck on your, these activities. Following that, IFLA is very, best or very special part of your work and activities. And what was the first case when you did involve with IFLA? What's the key feature that attract you? And now it's about more than 10 years you are in the IFLA. Please, share this information with us, please.
Actually, Elçin, this is a long story for me because I'm involving IFLA closely in last 10 years, but the story started several years ago. I participated IFLA World Library Congress held in Istanbul in 1995. It was in my early career days, and I think it was one of the best IFLA events organized by IFLA. As far as I know, that many people are still talking about the success of that conference and the fantastic event. Also, there is another milestone for me, for my career as library professional. I had a privilege to present a paper in IFLA Congress held in Milan in 2009. At this conference, I really noticed that I have to belong to IFLA, and it's my real community. It's my real professional community of IFLA, and with these thoughts in my mind, I took on more active roles as a part of IFLA family. I joined IFLA as a standing committee member in 2013, but it's a kind of a little bit late activity for me, because about 2 years ago in 2011, I tried to join IFLA family, but I missed the deadline to make the application on time. But you know, rules are rules, and my application cancelled. So I just involved IFLA activities in 2013, and I'm still volunteering on several committees.
Great, thank you, Ertugrul Bey. And you had quite interesting, experience in IFLA. And after that, as one of the veterans of IFLA, can you just tell a little bit that why IFLA is important for the libraries? As previously I mentioned, like global voice of libraries. What makes, special? IFLA special for the libraries. Can you share also that, features with us?
Actually, thank you, Elçin. This is a very important question, and there are several details about the IFLA's role for the librarianship community on the global scale. Actually, you mentioned that IFLA is a global organization, and we have to look that question in more than one aspect. Yes, IFLA is an important organization, but for whom? We have to look that question from different point of view. For example, IFLA is an important organization for libraries and librarians, because IFLA advocates our rights, libraries' rights, and works to create awareness about our activities, our services, our connections. Also, IFLA is leading libraries, library associations, and librarians globally. Especially in last year, IFLA created some regional divisions. As you may know that IFLA is restructuring, and it created some regional divisions. And I'm sure that will be very productive study area for IFLA, because as far as I know, that as a part of European regional member, I know that we are going to focus some issues in detail, focusing on the regional issues. And also, IFLA sees libraries and librarians as a key stakeholders in the design of regional and achieve the sustainable development goals. You know, the sustainable development goals are very important, because some activities supported by IFLA, and one of the most important part of those activities, library map of the world. And in that map, we are sharing our experiences, our abilities, our memories with other colleagues. So it's very important for us. Also, IFLA connects professionals and its institutions each other, and tries to create a platform to share not only resources, we are sharing experiences and our knowledge using those platforms. So IFLA is important for librarians. Also, IFLA is an important organization for societies, because IFLA advocates freedom of expression and tries to protect communities from disinformation, manipulated information, and IFLA is a great advocate for protecting human rights, equality, and diversity in global scale. Those are very important issues for all our communities, not only our communities, for all humanities. Also, IFLA supports activities globally about nature, and it's a strong supporter of global activities against the climate change. You know, if follow the IFLA activities, always IFLA pointed out the climate change and to try to be awareness about how can we protect our nature for the future. So it's very important for the societies. Also, IFLA is an important organization for publishers as well. Also, IFLA is important institutions and other stakeholders because IFLA is a sensitive organization to protect copyrights and fair use, which is very important to protect publishers' rights, authors' rights, etc. If you count all these things together, yes, IFLA is an important organization for libraries, and all other societies.
Well, thank you, Ertugrul Bey. I just want to support your ideas in some cases. In my previous talk, I told about event planning in September. I just want to talk broader, and one more time, thank you. Just your encouragement, I mean, push us to participate, and maybe
this is a part of my responsibility. Don't don't mind
no, really. Thank you very much. It's maybe you see something I didn't see. I mean, previously, and just we found out that okay, we can do it, and in September 1922, our colleagues from Qatar National Library will host the ILDS conference, and I also encourage I mean, to join this event. This is really important topic and conference. This is about exchanging of resources. I mean, helping libraries each other. And we have copyright issues here, technical issues here, and efficiency issues here. So I also would happy to participate and present Azerbaijani I mean, experience. Together with our colleagues. Ertugrul Bey also will be there with Hermes project, as I know you can still continue. And previously you was mostly related with document delivery and supply committee. Now we see that your expression of information, freedom expression of information. So thank you one more time, and let's to more important question maybe. So are you planning to participate, and actually you're participating president elections 2020 and 23. So what did motivate you, and why did you decide to participate in these elections? A little bit about this, I mean, question.
Okay, this is another important and critical question to me, Elçin. Thank you for asking my motivation for the president-elect position. You know, there is a new IFLA structure, and this structure offers all information professionals, not only me, for all professionals and librarians, new opportunities for the long road to the presidency. And of course, thanks to the opportunity offered by this change, and I decided to run for the presidency of IFLA. I have been a part of nearly 10 years in IFLA. I understand deeply the importance and responsibility of IFLA in representing, advocating globally for libraries and IFLA values. Means that when I'm elected, I'm going to advocate all IFLA values. This is one of the most important motivation. Also, my motivation to be a nominee is my commitment to IFLA. This commitment is rooted its international advocacy role based on its traditions and values, innovative and creative practices, and the IFLA spirit created by its volunteers, global diversity-based volunteers. It's one of the most important thing, most important thing, because The power of IFLA came from its diversity-based volunteers. There is a huge volunteer group. There are several working groups, more than 45 working groups. There are advisory boards, etc. And all these volunteers are supporting IFLA strongly. This is one of the most important issue. With this motivation, when I'm elected for the position, especially we are in a critical period for IFLA. So what I'm trying to do to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of IFLA activities by creating a collaborative environment. Not only resources will be shared, but also the experiences, perceptions, and visions for the future. We are not, as Katya knows, that we are not sharing resources only. We are sharing our experiences, we are sharing our visions, also we are sharing our good memories. We are keeping them, and we are keeping them to use future in again and again. Also, I'm going to act globally and serve a local advocate while working for the development of global policies. We can think globally, but we cannot solve the local problems by thinking globally. We have to find some solutions, some special solutions for the regions, because the attitudes, the situations, the conditions are totally different from region to other regions. So if we will try to solve with all the problems with the same aspect, we cannot succeed. So it's one of the important role. Also, to achieve social inclusiveness by developing social integration-based access to information and library services for mobile displaced communities. You know, it's one of the most critical problem for now. There are millions of refugees are moving around the Europe and our countries. For example, in Turkey, we are hosting more than 8 million refugees right now in Turkey. It's a huge number. We have to focus on their problems. We have to give them an opportunity to access knowledge, and we have to provide some special library services for those people. So and it seems that we cannot solve these problems in a short period, in the near future. It will take longer to solve those problems, in my point of view. Also, I'm going to focus on to develop some special services for disadvantaged individuals, being a permanent defender, rights of societies, communities, and individuals access information and freedom of expression. Freedom of expression is a mandatory topic for me, because also I'm the member of IFLA, freedom of access to knowledge and freedom of expression. I am focusing on some issues about the freedom of access to information and freedom of expression issues, especially. It's one of the most important things. These are all motivations.
Sorry, thank you, Ertugrul Bey. Really nice. I mean, Brolix described motivation cases. Do you have some special roadmap or any action plan? I mean, actually talked a little bit. I mean, describe it somehow. Can you add something more that you will go on that way and maybe about the challenges you think could be some barrier for you? Something add this information, please. Thank you.
You are welcome. Actually, IFLA has some traditions, and it's a very well organized structure. In the structure, there is a very strong Secretary General position in the IFLA. That person operates daily things and financial issues. The main responsibility of IFLA President to represent the community, the profession, and to advocate the issues I explained before, I mentioned before. So of course there is a limited period. When I'm elected, I will have 1 year as a president elect role, and after then I will have 2 more years as a president. It's a very limited term, so I have to focus some special items for myself and to do my best during my presidency. So first of all, I'm going to focus create a mentorship program for the youth librarians, which is one of the most important goals for me during my presidency. Also, the IFLA is a very huge organization. Sometimes it's getting the difficult making decision in a short time. IFLA has to be agile when needed. I believe that IFLA is not an agile organization. We have to find some solution to make it more agile. This is the second priority for my presidency term. And of course, there are some other issues. Also, I'm going to focus on more transparency to get more interaction between our communities, our regions, and so on. Also, the sustainable development goals, of course, are very important. We have to achieve some results for our communities to get best results for the SDG activities. These are main goals of mine.
Great, very special. I mean, you mentioned, which attracted me, is agile and SDGs. That's really important, and will make some change with other your activities. Hopefully, we will hope that you will be elected. Good luck on your future further actually steps. I have last traditional questions, but before asking this question, I would like to approach to audience, to the guests. Maybe somebody would like to ask, I mean, different question or different topic or related with IFLA. Dear colleagues, friends, maybe you have something to ask to Ertugrul Bey. Actually, we have international audience, so just feel free.
Hello. Yes, this is Katya. I would like to thank you so much for inviting me to this talk, and Ertugrul, all the best. We are supporting you, and we hope to see you as a president-elect at the conference in September. I just wanted to say that, to introduce myself, my name is Katya, and I work at Qatar National Library. And again, I would like to invite everyone who would be really interested to participate in the conference, the interlending and document supply that will be held at the Qatar National Library in September 19th to 22nd. This is what I want to say, and Ertugrul, we are supporting you as much as we can, and all the best.
Thank you, Katya. I am feeling your support with me.
Thank you so much, Katya. Thank you for your, I mean, kind support. Hopefully everything will be okay. Dear other colleagues, maybe something to say or something to ask. Okay, if no questions or no feedbacks, just I would like to ask my last question. So what would you like to advise or just share as traditional to our librarians, to our colleagues globally from different parts of the world, Ertugrul Bey?
Actually, you know, as librarian, we have to focus on more than one subject always. We have to study multidisciplinary. Means that we have to focus on some different subject areas more than librarianship, and especially for their educations, for the young librarians. If they already have bachelor's degree in library science, I really encourage them to get master's degrees and in another subject area. It gives an opportunity to different point of view to the issues. You can think multidisciplinary, you can do it multidisciplinary, you can focus at the same time more than one issues. It's one of the most important thing for me. Also, the European Union created the NEEM framework of digital competencies for European citizens and refer to 5 topics. I would like to remind you those topics. Information and data literacy, and communication and collaboration. Collaboration is one of my main study area, you know, sharing and collaboration. And the other thing is digital content creation, which is very important. It's very important to get more interaction with our users, colleagues, and other communities as well. It's very important. Also, safety. We have to be careful about the data privacy and personal data privacy. For the data protection, which is very important. It's very important for IFLA. If you have any chance to visit IFLA website, there is a dedicated links and pages for ethical rules. If you follow those rules, there are several items related data protection and personal data privacy, which is very important for me and for IFLA. Also, the last thing is problem solving. We are getting several problems during the workday, and we have to be ready to understand, first to listen, to understand, and to provide the best solution for the problems. These are the things I can share with colleagues for now.
Dear Ertugrul, thank you for sharing your valuable ideas and advices with our colleagues. I mean, different and very important parts of our work. Especially, I would stress the last one. That's problem solution. Just find out the right solutions to do more efficient and effective way, and hopefully it will help in our future activities. That's all for questions. Actually, we wanted to ask you to know your ideas. Before going to end, I would like to thank you and appreciate colleagues from Poland. Zuza, thank you very much for coming, joining our meeting. Katya from Qatar, hope to see you soon. Thank you for coming and supporting this idea, this project. My colleagues from Azerbaijan, from different libraries, I would like to also thank you and appreciate their kind support. Hopefully, together we will achieve our, purposes, aims, to make world better without war, without any problems, more literate, more educated. And at the end, Ertugrul Bey, very, very good luck. Wish you, I can not express maybe in words, but just good luck. Wish you all best on your, targets. You talked about your motivation. You talked about purposes. Really, good and effective ways doing the work. And we were waiting for the good news. And thank you again. And thank you all for joining our project, the first actually webinar, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.
May I add one more thing?
Sure.
I would like to thank you all for your time. It was a great pleasure for me, and thank you, Elçin. It's a very good opportunity to share all my thoughts and projects with colleagues from Azerbaijan and from other countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and good luck to all. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. We're happy to support.